and welcome to BBLB Celebrity Hijack. Hope you're well. It's day 2. It is 7:32. We have been officially hijacked by him. Hello, you. I'm Matt Lucas. On today's show, we're going to be delving into the murky world of a hijacker to see what happens behind the scenes when mischievous Matt Lucas assumed control of the Big Brother. So he liked it so much, he bought the company when he stayed another day. The same thing. And what about the poor hijackies? There's 12 of them, and if last night's shenanigans were anything to go by, they're in for a bumpy ride. Bumpy for them, funny for us. Here to give us their first impressions, a celeb BB4 winner, Chantal Houghton's with us. Over there, look. What about the Times newspaper journalist, Callum Randall as well? One. And as always, we have a fabulous audience with us as well. So exciting, I got the word fabulous wrong. Wonderful. But before we go any further, and for those of you who missed last night's launch show, haven't seen any papers or magazines, or haven't seen the hundreds of billboards nationwide, or the endless TV and radio ads, things are a little bit different this year. We will explain. Over the next 26 days, the Big Brother house will be hijacked by celebrities from across the globe who will have carte blanche to do whatever they please, open brackets, within reason, close brackets. So, here's a reminder of how things went last night when Matt Lucas hijacked the Big Brother house.
Now, John, I chose you to be the first housemate to enter the Big Brother house.
Oh, thank you, good sir.
As I think you are the person most capable of carrying out my very special secret task. Once the earpiece is in your ear, you will become totally under my control and must do everything I ask. Put down your glass and massage your shoulders.
That's brilliant.
So, 2 hands, a really good firm massage. Just do it. Collapse on the floor and clutch your leg and scream you've got cramp.
You're right.
Yeah, I've just got cramp. I'm fine, I've got cramp.
Get Nathan to rub your leg.
Nathan? Nathan, yeah? Do you feel that? Can you not feel the cramp?
Put your hands on your hips and do a bit of Irish dancing, John. John, please come to the diary room.
Oh.
Congratulations, John. I've decided you've passed. Yeah! You will therefore win a free pass to the final. That was mean. Was that mean or what?
More of that later on. It's not all about the pesky hijackers. We have 12 of the nation's brightest young things have also taken up residence in the Big Brother house. So joining us now to help us get to know them a little bit better is Candy Floss's with a K, Chantal Houghton, and the Times newspaper's Callum Randall. Hello, lovely ladies. How are we all? Wonderful. All right, let's get cracking. Firstly, Callum, this year's hijacker element, good thing?
Yes, no, absolutely. It needed to change, didn't it?
Yeah.
It all got a bit scary and a bit vile and before, and now it feels a lot calmer. And also, obviously, it means if anything goes wrong, it's not Big Brother's fault, it's the fault of the celebrity. It's Brian
And of course,
fault.
we'd never get someone, really, if we hand on our heart, like Matt Lucas, to go in the house. So the idea that people actually want to come down and have so much fun.
Yeah, he'll abuse people, but he wouldn't like to be abused himself.
Yeah.
So he's worked that one out fairly early on.
But he's brilliant at it as well, isn't he? I mean, what do you make of him as a hijacker?
Puckish, impish, yeah. I mean, I would like him to have used his powers a little more for good instead of evil. I like the bit when he was making John be psychic. I thought that was good. I would have liked him maybe to have a quiz where he could answer all the questions and everyone would think he was really clever.
Yeah.
The bit where it was embarrassing and he was making him say that he loved people, I was just like, that was absolutely...
The massage bit was my favourite, where you saw poor John's big shoulders just go...
It was like The Office or Curb Your Enthusiasm or something. It was one of those things you just watched him biting yourself.
I know, he couldn't help it. It was genius. OK, Chantal, like John, you were first in. You had a bit of a role play yourself. What was going through his mind last night?
God, do you know what? When I was watching it all come back to me, like the whole experience when I went in there, and I felt so sorry for him because all you want to do is just go in and just be like, wow, you know, I'm in Big Brother and stuff.
Yeah,
but instead, you're having to do things that you don't want to do that isn't you.
Yeah.
And honestly, my heart went out to him. It was a classic. I loved it though.
All right, without further ado, let's take a closer look at John and the next 5 housemates that follow him into this year's house.
Back once again with the ill behavior.
I like to think about a good conversation, a bit of fun and sort of a jovial side to me, and just generally a good time and up for good old banter.
People get ready, it's time for the child to shout.
A particularly arrogant or egotistical person who just thinks about nothing other than themselves.
Back once again with the ill behavior. Feel it, feel it, feel it.
I'm quite loud, I suppose. I have to, like, sing for however long every day. No, I don't think I could win. Not nice enough. People wouldn't like me enough, I don't think.
I'd most like Will Smith to hijack the house because he's one of my like idols. I think he's brilliant. I would obviously I'd love to win, but if I don't win, you know, no big deal. I'm there to enjoy myself.
I'm very natural, and I don't try to be anyone that I'm not. It can be confrontational sometimes, but I think it's better to be like that than to be false.
I can entertain people by showing them acrobatic roller skating and contortion handstands.
I'm too much sometimes. You know, you either like me or you don't. It's quite difficult. There's no in the middle, really.
I wouldn't get on with people who I think are too funny.
Bit of competitiveness, I suppose. Hopefully, not any confrontation. People who are over the top all the time. My motto is winning is everything.
There we go. All right, let's take a look at the first 6 housemates. First up, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on John, because obviously he had a pretty disproportionate amount of time, but thoughts about John?
I loved him. He looked like Archie from Ballamore when he first came on with the kilt and the hat and stuff. He needs an osteopath, a bit stoopy, maybe lives in a small house, had to bend over quite a lot. But I mean, he's immediately the favourite, isn't everyone liked him because he had an awful job to do.
I bet you like him and all, don't you?
I do, I love him. I feel like he's my little friend now. Do you know what I mean? We've been through the same thing.
I'm sure he'd be delighted to hear. I've noticed as well that none of these people actually look like they do in real life. So, John, we've decided John is Ballamore. OK.
Yes.
Next up, we have Callista. Thoughts about her? She is a classical musician from London, 19. She's a...
Well, 2 things. When someone comes on a bit kind of wacky and a bit woohoo and a bit, I've read Wuthering Heights, usually when you get to know them a bit longer, they tend out to be quite boring and then actually quite boring and dull underneath. The other thing that is, apparently she writes songs in now all genres. She does nursery rhymes and grunge and classical and stuff. Can't she make her mind up? I mean, just choose one genre.
I don't know if you heard I Like My Bongos in the Morning, which was one of the classic
classic already, I felt, yes.
Also, she bears a striker. It's a short Pachetti in here.
In the crazy world of that.
In the crazy world of the Lightbox, yes. OK, we've got Anthony, who I think looks a bit like me, age 15, even though with different colours.
I think he does. He looks like you. I think in that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in real life, because you fancy him in real life, right?
Right.
It's true. The research has told me so. What are your thoughts about him?
I think he's got a very good chance of winning, as with John, because, you know, the girl's going to fancy him. You know, that's obvious.
He does seem nice as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he does seem really nice. And, yeah, he will be in the running to win, I think.
I don't like him having a job where he's repeatedly being smashed in the face. He is very pretty. That seems to be quite a bad idea.
It's very, very good. OK, we have the twins, Amelia and Victor. There we go. Who are from, weirdly, outside Birmingham. Odd. But because they sound like they're from Berlin, and they are from Berlin. Briefly, thoughts about these guys?
He sounds like a girl. Have you heard his voice?
Yeah, we said that earlier.
It's a child's voice, not even a woman's voice, I would say.
Do you think these guys can, you know, I mean, obviously they've got these amazing talents. Do you think these guys can sort of progress and do well in this show?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they classed as one person or are they classed as two?
No. They're classed as two people.
Two people. Yeah. Oh, yeah, mate. I don't know, because the thing is, when you're in there with someone else, like part of your family, I think everyone sort of doesn't like it. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got an
backup.
Yeah, get an ally in there. Do you know what I mean?
We have Jeremy, who's kind of a cross between, I think, in this picture at least, Pete Doherty and Richard Hammond. Which is like, he is a 19-year-old racing driver from Hampshire. Thoughts about that?
I like how he was immediately booed. People were just like, his name's Jeremy, we're going to boo him. The instant snap reaction of the crowd straight away. And he should have changed his name from Jeremy. People don't like a posh guy.
If he changed his name from Jeremy and acted like slummed down a little bit, do you think he could probably win?
Well, that and the fact, you know, he's had £1 million worth of cars bought for him. If your parents need to spend £1 million on setting you up in a career, is that a viable way to win a fortune?
OK, we'll get your takes on our next 6 after the break. Thank you very much for now. Join us after the break when, for more of the other 6 housemates with Chantal and Catelyn, also going to be looking at some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage with the meddling Matt Lucas in action and bringing you up to date with Little Brother's big news, as always. See you in 4.
Big Brother 9 wants you. Big Brother's looking for new housemates for this summer. This weekend, auditions are being held in Glasgow, next weekend in Newcastle, and then in London on the 19th and 20th of January. For more information on how to become a Big Brother 9 housemate, go to channel4.com/bigbrother.
Yeah, no, another shot at that guy. He loved that. He loved that. Come on. Anytime we get a man in the studio with gloves, we need to pay him some homage. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to BBLB Celebrity Hijack. It's day 2, it's 7:47. Soon we're going to be finding out the very latest in the house in Little Brother's Big News. And, of course, there's more hijinks from Hijack and Matt Lucas. But first, Chantal and Caitlin are back to help us get to know the other 6 housemates a little bit better. First, let's take a look at them. Take a look at this.
Very, very flaky people tend to annoy me. Although I don't have a massive problem with people if they're a bit ditzy because it's not their fault. Girls never win, so maybe I could keep my fingers crossed, but we all know it's a little bit unlikely.
It's like, reach for the stars, and if you miss, you fall on the clouds. That, and always wash in between your legs. Do I think I can win? Most definitely. Who doesn't want to win?
I'll bring lots of intelligence to the house, lots of love, and a different perspective on everything. I wouldn't like somebody to hijack the house who was overly humorous, somebody who everything was a joke to.
Political person or politician. Political people always think they're right, and I always think I'm right, and I know we don't get along with people that always think they're right. People might see me as a threat and might get rid of me that way.
My charm, possibly some comedy. Lazy people, I hate lazy people. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
People that have really bad hygiene and just smell. As long as I've come out and I'm happy with what I've done in there and I've made my family proud, then I have one.
Hey. OK, let's discuss the next 6 housemates. Now, admittedly, we're just talking, the girls don't know these next 6 housemates that well, but it's fine. OK, we've got Amy, who's a conceptual artist from Leeds, who's studying at Oxford, who's 21. She says she has the hands of an 80-year-old as a result of her...
An 80-year-old or an 80-year-old?
80.
Either way, that's
as a result of her talent.
It's all her it's all her square cleaning, isn't it?
It is all her square
I think
cleaning.
that's amazing. I think that if everyone square cleans in the world, then the world would be a cleaner place.
But I think that might be the premise of her square cleaning. We like that. So you like her, yeah?
Yeah, just for her cleanliness.
She's devious. She's got a plan. I like a girl with a plan.
OK, Nathan. I think Nathan might be a big hit with you two.
Yeah, we like him.
Yeah, we like him.
He's got warmth,
Yeah,
hasn't he?
we-
Decided.
yeah.
Warmth, obviously, big euphemism for the fact that we would have sex.
And we
with him.
like his house.
That's what we mean here. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Singer-songwriter from South London. You heard of him, like you know his music. I
Yeah,
think, don't
totally.
you?
When his song came on last night, I was like, yay! I know.
Very good. So was I. But I've never heard of the chap before. All right, we have Liam, entrepreneur from Liverpool, 19 years old, wobbly head.
Two big issues here. First of all, if he's an entrepreneur and he wants to be a businessman, is appearing on a show where you're going to have a balloon stuffed down your trousers by Miss Winchester 2007 a good idea? I haven't seen Richard Branson do it. Secondly, the hair. It's like an emo comb-over thatch weave. But yet he leaves the eyebrows. What's that? Why would you do all this to your hair and then leave the eyebrows?
All right, very briefly,
Sorry.
Latoya. She is a 19-year-old dancer from London. She looks a bit, in our Strange Lightbox picture, like Gina Yashere, the comedian.
Yeah.
She's come across very warm, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind her. I think she's all right. I think she's going to be quite a middle ground sort of person and not really just, float along, don't you
I had
think?
hair issues with her again. It's the first day in the Big Brother
Yeah.
house. She's got greasy hair and she's wearing a hat. Surely you'd wash your hair the day
Oh,
before
yeah,
you went
yeah,
on Big Brother. You'd
Absolutely.
be like, what else are you going to do?
God,
I'm
you're
hearing
good,
you.
aren't you?
All right.
Good on hair.
We have Jay here, who's fashion designer from London, is 19. Thoughts on him?
Distressing to see a man in Uggs, I think. The
I
bottom
agree.
line. Hairy man legs in Uggs. Full-length Uggs as well with the top folded
It
down.
has answered the question whether men should wear furry boots. The answer is a definite
very
no.
much no.
Oh, look, you're mortified by that, aren't you? And last we have Jade, who, as lovely as she is, the mere fact that you can't be Miss Essex and Miss Winchester in the same year.
There should be tribal loyalties, you would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, officially, there were guidelines, I would imagine, about that. How do you be Miss Winchester 2007? That's what I want to know. Like, you know, do they parade around the town square? It's such a small... Is there a swimway round?
No, she's obviously our glamour girl, but she's a member of Mensa, so just brief thoughts on her. Do you think she can win? Just one word.
Yeah, I think she's got a good chance. I like her. I think that she's going to get it on with Anthony, though.
Not over your dead body, she will. All right, thank you, Chantal and Galen. Stay with us to see Matt Lucas in action. But first, let's kick off the second part of the second show, as we never do, with Little Brother's Big News. All right, first up, being in the Big Brother Celebrity House is certainly no holiday camp. However, it was at 10:46 a.m. when a tune-filled but cheeky Hijack and Matt Lucas woke the housemates up in his very own camp way. Take a look.
Hello, campers. Heidi, hi. This is Gladys' brother. The music will start again and will continue until you all get your lazy asses out to bed. Heidi, hi.
All right, in order to maintain peak physical condition, it's extremely important for Amelia to do some regular stretching exercises, and at 2:24 it became apparent it could also be very important as part of the boys' daily routine as well. Take a look.
Look at that camera moving as well.
You can, like... madness.
That's nuts. That is...
Look at you three. Wow.
That's crazy, though. That's mad.
Vic can do the splits though, so it doesn't matter.
Bruv, leg behind the head stuff.
What? That's not even natural.
Hey, sick. Oh yeah, do the one.
Oh, stop! Oh my God. Yo!
Hey, Glove Boy, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah!
All right, hijacking the Big Brother house sure is hungry work, and at 4:06 p.m, Taskmaster Matt decided to fill a hole and set Jeremy, Anthony and Nathan a task of baking him his very own cherry pie whilst linked together at all times. Take a look.
You do it, you do it. You do it, I've got bad teeth. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is the wrong setting, it looks like. Yep, that's the setting that we needed.
Turned it on yet?
That's the setting
So,
that we needed.
an hour
Told
from
you
now,
with the fan.
25 holes. You said fan, I said that one. You said no, you said that one.
Right, no, I didn't turn it on, so...
Wow. Let's have a look.
That looks awesome on TV. That looks like chef cake.
Wait, what are you cool about?
I'm in the background.
Uh-oh. Why?
Oh my God, I love that. Be awesome. Be awesome. It's not too bad.
Boys, congratulations, you've passed the task.
Brilliant stuff. Right, that was our first Little Brother's Big News. Now, as we know, Matt Lucas was relieved Big Brother of his duties, so we sent one of our best men, a reliable chap, good reading, steady purpose, behind the scenes to get an insight into the bizarre world of Little Brother's Little Britain. Take a look.
Cold, isn't it? What's the show again? Hello.
These are your listen to ones down here. See, the diary room, if you want to speak to the diary room, is that one. House is that one.
Cool.
If you can't hear, it's just because, you know, one of them there.
I am a big brother.
Hello. That one.
Hello, Big Matt.
Big Matt will do, yes. Hello.
Yeah, I've basically come in, so I wanted to talk to you anyway, because, like, I think you're a top man and that anyway.
What a lovely thing to say. I liked it. It's nice to get out of the house, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. I've become a regular Simon Bates with the buttons, thank you. Bruno Brooks quaking in his boots. I am looking forward to tomorrow. It'd be nice to spend some more times with these excellent young people. Actually, I'd quite like to do it without having my headphones on.
Okay.
But that might just slightly ruins the look. GDB.
Hello, campers. Heidi, hi.
Sounds about right, doesn't it? I wouldn't want to be woken up to this. I can't listen to it anymore. Too much for me.
Have you seen that movie?
This is Big Matt. Can the housemates stop talking about films that Big Matt hasn't got round to watching yet? Because you're kind of giving away what happens.
You know what happens in the Titanic? Ship sinks.
Oh, no. It's fun to have the power. It's too much fun, really. You could go crazy.
Find out how he gets on very soon. Tomorrow, the house will be hijacked by Ian Wright in tomorrow. How about that? And on Sunday, Hollywood star Alan Cumming is going to be taking over. We've also got Jimmy Carr, Paula Abdul, opposites attract. A little cat's going to come on with her. It's going to be brilliant. Kelly Osbourne and a host of others to look forward to this month. So, already loads to talk about. If you have an opinion and want to share it with us on the series, here's how to get in touch. We'll speak to you on Sunday. Nail it, Leon. 0871 200 1040. Text studio and that comment of yours to 83188. Or email us via that website, channel4.com/BBLB. That is it for today. Many thanks to our guests, Chantel and Kathleen. We are back 7 o'clock on Sunday evening with the shy and retiring Wendy Richards and last summer's champ Brian. Don't forget to catch the latest house action tonight, E4, 9 o'clock, followed by Big Mouth with the brilliant Matt and James straight after. We will see you on Sunday night. Take care, God bless, bye-bye.